Holy God, I am a summoner.
All right.
It's my invocation that I got.
Right.
It's that
So
and the shroud.
you cast that, and you see the trail going from Tucson offwards. Are you gonna then just run towards the trail and follow it?
Yes.
Okay. So while you're tracking that one, and Zephyr has run off to track that one, Avina, what are you doing?
I'm taking after. I'm going to be following the one I saw.
So you're gonna go with Samael?
Yeah.
Okay. And Perthros, what are you doing as you notice your friends leaving you? You might not have noticed Zephyr. He might be being a little bit sneaky.
After, Demois just kind of loudly shouted out what the plan was, or what was happening.
Yeah.
I am immediately turning my attention to Elva. Because as far as I know, the magic might just be like a half-elf thing.
Okay. Elva is standing there more or less with the expectation of continuing or finishing the competition.
Okay, but she's focused on the competition itself.
Yes.
It doesn't look like she's trying to control something via casting.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, maybe she's really skilled, but it doesn't look like it.
You could do it to detect magic.
I don't know. I think they've got, with two of them going after it, I think they've got this handled.
Okay. So, as these two then boop, 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 get to about here and run past Arim, Shantz has walked here and has waited for Arim. When the statement of stop thieves and those two running past had happened. And now everyone is looking around, not 100% paying attention to the competition, like still trying to be nice, but also thieves and patting themselves to see if they lost anything. I'll get to you here in a minute, Noah. So what does Arim do? Is he gonna walk up there just like Shantz, or screw the competition, the thieves just happened?
Walking up here.
Okay. So you walk up there as your friends run past you yelling about the thieves. And Tucson, what do you do as your two compatriots are running past you?
I'm gonna get up and follow them.
Alright, so the three of you are getting ready to go off that direction. And Shantz looks around, and very quickly, whose weapon was better? Holding up his and motioning for you to hold up yours.
I hold mine up.
And the crowd seems to cheer when he held his up, seemed to cheer a little louder when you held yours up, and he held his down, and the loudness continued. He goes, well, looks like for once I've been bested. Mr. Hellfire, you win. Do you say anything back?
Do they?
At least you didn't look like an idiot and drop your hammer?
What Lamb just said sounds good to me. You look like an idiot and drop your hammer at the start there, but I feel I brought it back.
He laughs, gives you like a over-the-shoulder, congratulatory-ish hug thing, and then as you started to lower the hammer a bit, or axe hammer thing, he lifts your hand up more so that it's up in the air, so that the couple of people that are now, I shouldn't say the couple, the most of the townspeople that are now cheering, the only one seemingly not is Hilda that is in sight. She seems to be more preoccupied, probably with the thieves. So, you're getting your little victory thing there. Lamb, does Perthros cheer for his friend?
I mean, like, golf clap. He doesn't really get it, but it's like, okay.
Okay. While, just move them all up. While that's all going on then, for Tate, Demois, and Noah, is any of you particularly taking the lead, or no?
Oh, I have like a plus
I'm-
18 to search. I mean, to spot and to
Mechanically,
spot,
but
so-
we're talking roleplay wise.
I'm following Demois.
I mean, you were
would
the
say-
first to run off, so it would make sense. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I feel like I would be the one taking lead personally.
Does Tucson say anything to either of them there? Considering they yelled thief pointing in that direction and then ran in your direction.
Oh,
'Cause you didn't
more or less,
take-
I didn't notice what happened, so I'm gonna follow them.
Okay, so you're thinking that they're just following the thieves and not a thief that just stole from you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. You guys continue following the trail until eventually you get towards this tree where you find what you had thought, if you'd ever come across the town, could have just been some essentially rabbit holes. But now you realize what it actually is escape routes for these little robot guys, where they pop up into like a small dog form, steal, turn into a ball, and then dig through the ground, replacing dirt behind them. But obviously there's still going to be that little indent, so it kind of looks like a rabbit's hole. Or whatever the hell you would refer to it as. But that is exactly where the path leads, is one of these little holes in the ground.
Alright,
And- Jared, you, before I get to you guys, real quickly, Jared, do you bother even saying anything to the priest, or do you just keep following the path?
I won't say anything, but I'll take note that he's not really up with the crowd around the competition.
Okay. So then you also run back, you run here, and a spot ever so similar, you find one of those holes in the ground. Swapping back over real quickly then to the party of three. What were you going to say, Demois?
Alright, once I approach the hall, I'm going to blast the hall. Do I need to do like rolls to see if I hit the hall? Or can I assume that I do?
You're going to what with the hole?
Like, do a light blast at the hall.
You can just shoot the hole. You do.
Okay.
You shot the ground.
Alright. Does it uncover anything?
No. They're not like hidey holes. They're, you would assume, tunnels. And these are the entrance/exits.
I guess I'll blast it again to see if I can tell where the hall goes to.
Does your thing have a damage roll?
Yeah, I can do damage for you.
Roll me damage.
Alright. For both.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 for the first one. And 7 for the second.
You blast the hole enough, and the ground seems a lot more broken apart at where the tunnel would be. Like lightly packed, not really ground at this point, but just like something going through it and leaving residue to a degree. It forks off, going both to the left and to the right.
I will look at who am I with again?
You're with Noah and Tate, so Avina and Tucson.
Okay, Tucson, do you still have those I guess Molotov cocktails, or I guess explosives?
Oh, let me look in my bag's gone.
This is when it dawns on both of you that you saw it snag something from Tucson.
Oh no. Okay, I was hoping that we could burn them out.
So those things took my bag.
I guess I'll look at Avina and ask her if she has anything that we can use to like smoke them out or burn them out.
I think I did. I have a thunderstone and sunrod and ever-burning torches and a smoke stick. We can use a smoke stick.
Alright,
Maybe.
May I borrow your ever-burning torch and your thunderstorm stone?
Well, stone is made. I don't think it's gonna work against them.
Well, can I borrow your ever-burning torch then?
Alright. But if it breaks, that thing's a... You owe me. I let him have the, I checked my backpack for it, I guess.
Alright, I will pour some holy oil down the hall and light it with the ever-burning torch.
To create smoke in there?
Yeah.
For the golem automata thing that doesn't breathe?
I don't know this.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah, you make smoke. And while you're doing that, Tate, you have taken notice that your bag is missing one of the bags. And then you realize it's my money pouch.
Those things have my money!
Well, if nothing else, maybe the smoke would make them more visible.
What did you have in there again, Tate? 40 gold.
45 gold.
45 gold and...
15 silver.
50 silver?
15.
Okay, 15 silver, and then you said copper?
No copper.
Okay. In that case, then... I just had to make sure I had that jotted down right. No, you put smoke in there, but that's about it.
Okay, nothing happens with the smoke.
Nope.
I guess I could maybe do a nudge thing to see. I don't know what would do to basically be like, oh, they must be immune to smoke kind of thing. Or come to that conclusion.
Sure. So you look to them and you say they must be immune to smoke.
I was sure that must work. They must be immune to smoke. I thought for sure that might have smoked them out. I'll hand the torch back to back to Vena and say thank you for the assistance.
I put it back away. No problem. We need to stop these things.
Alright, do you still have your trap making material? To either one of you.
Maybe you should go back and devise a plan, Moise.
I was gonna set traps at the halls.
You only know of one.
I was gonna search for more halls afterwards. I was gonna set a trap at this hall and then search for others. That was the plan.
Okay.
But I guess I convey that to them. It seems that they have escaped into these holes. Smoking them out is not going to work. So we need to search and find where these holes are located so we can set traps for them.
So while you guys discuss that, and then you said you're gonna be heading back?
I don't know what else to do. I mean, other than to literally just keep blowing up ground to try and find them, but by this time they probably escaped to another hole.
Well, that, and I'm pretty sure the townspeople wouldn't be happy with you blowing up the town.
That too.
Well then, while you three head back, Jared, you found a hole, and you came to a similar conclusion that it went into the hole.
After noticing the hole, I'm going to head back and see if anyone else was leaving early besides the priest.
All right, you.
I'm not going to head into the group. I'm just going to check and see if anyone's really left the group.
Sure. You head back and you see that everyone is still here. You see Shantz holding up Arim's arm with the weapon so that people can cheer for him. There's like
then
one
I
or
am
two
going to
half cheering, half upset because they clearly had something taken off of them.
I'm going to head over and sneak around the church and look for signs of digging.
Okay. Just put the piece over there then. And while you do that, then, Arim, Shantz lets your arm down so that you can hold your arm down. He hands you the Urgrosh that he made and holds out his hand. For a handshake.
It is much, but I was waiting for you to actually say it. I'll shake his hand.
And after you shake his hand, he goes, well, as a winner, you got yourself 2 new Masterwork Urgroshes. That is my hint as the DM to put down in your inventory 2 Masterwork Urgrosh weapons. As well as now an eventual blacksmith for your guild. It may be a few days, though. Wrapping stuff up.
You can take your time if you need to.
Hell, I don't even need you. Spins Urgrosh around, stabs him. No, oh my god! Anyway, so...
Third Urgrosh to do this. No.
So you, say, take your time. As that happens then, these 3 return. And... Lamb, you notice them returning and walking up.
I will loudly announce. It seems
dice?
What?
Dice? What?
Oh, I might not have been actually looking at tabletop, and I thought they were next to me.
It's fine. Anyway, I will make a announcement. It seems
Not everyone is here. I'm putting them back.
Well,
Really
I thought
sure.
you meant, like, to Cinnavina Samael.
What was that?
I thought you were referring to Noah, Vina, and Samael. I thought they were
Yeah.
all, like, right about yay, but I guess
Oh,
I
no,
just
they're-
said that to the wind.
They're just walking up, so you kind of just said that to the wind.
Oh, well.
okay. I guess if the mayor's not here, I'll say that I'll make an announcement. I guess if not, I need to make an announcement to the whole town. So I guess when I approach here, I will speak loud enough to where people can hear that we need to have a town meeting.
You see there's a collection of people talking to the city guard, Hilda, and after a little bit, they leave her alone, and she... I mean, you know people heard you.
Alright,
1 minute, the stupid camera was breaking on me, so I have to take a minute. She's gonna walk up to you after you said that. Give me a minute.
no worries.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's walking up to you. Also,
over there,
real quickly before that, Lamb and Kelb, what do you guys do?
Trying to figure out a way to carry all these fucking weapons right now.
You could probably just store them on your cart eventually, but...
War axe, an Urgrash, then 2 more Urgrashes, and then a heavy pick, and then a light composite short bow. Also wearing scale mail and the fucking tower shield that I have with me still. So, I mean, I have a lot of stuff I'm trying to carry.
That's true. Like I said, you could just drop some stuff off by the cart if you need to, but... Do you partake in the conversation that's happening over here, or no?
I'll be taking my leave to go over to the cart to drop some shit off because I can't carry all this.
Okay, you can just put your guy over by the cart. Lamb, does your guy take part in the conversation over here?
No.
What is he gonna do then?
He's just gonna stay where he is for now. Because I can't remember half the things about this town for him to go do.
That you could do? Not a lot. It's a small town. It's pretty much just go out in the woods or work or drink at the bar.
Yeah, so he's just gonna wait there for now.
Okay. While you stand there and wait then, Hilda walks up to you. I think you said your name is Samael. Why do you want to bring up a town meeting?
We need to nip this thief problem. before it gets even further out of the hand. They're not only stealing at night, but now they're stealing in broad daylight.
Yes, I realize that. I just talked to people that had stuff stolen from them. That is why I am here and why there was a request to the guilds for you guys, so that the town doesn't have to do stuff.
It's more so I need as many hands on deck as possible.
We are a small town. We don't have the ability to just stop hunting or doing anything. Especially this time of year. I will provide help myself, but this is going to come down to us, not the townspeople.
I fully agree with her. We were called here to help with this.
Now, if you need to question anyone, I'm sure they can take a couple minutes out of their time, as long as you don't cause issues or do anything regrettable, like stab them.
Regressions?
Then, by all means, you can talk to the people.
Very well then. It's just these things are very crafty, and it may need more than just the 5 of this. They escaped into these little hidey holes. If nothing else, if I could get help finding the holes which they go into, that would be much appreciated.
You say 5 of us, by the way.
Is there more than 5 of us?
Oh, 6 in this party.
6. Oh,
There's
6 of us, sorry. The 6 of us.
Yeah, there's 6 of you, and then you also have the town's guard offering help. Shantz is standing there, so he's probably going to help. And you know that the mayor walks around.
Okay. Well, that might be enough. It's more so, just need help searching to see where these guys go, and that way we can more or less, try to force them out of either their holes or their place of, so that we can either capture them or what need be to stop this from occurring.
As you're saying all this, the mayor walks up and goes, "Into holes? Well, I don't think we're going to be able to find where they go, because they're probably mole people."
They more certainly were not mole people, because smoking them out did not work.
Well, we could try to set up
any of the holes up.
We could try to set up traps around the holes, but if they're making the holes, I'm sure they could just make more holes. But, you know, there is always having everyone out patrolling tonight. They more than likely might come back out.
Very well then. If any assistance we can get is much appreciated.
So, with that, you guys, I guess, kind of have a plan. The question is, how are you going to set up traps around holes?
Magic
Is there a hunter nearby?
Yes, we do have a hunter.
May I speak with him, please?
Sure, follow me, says the mayor.
Okay.
And while you two head off that way, Noah, Tate, what does your characters do? Shantz and Hilda are talking to each other and motioning to you two.
Sorry, I'm a bit distracted at the moment.
We'll head over and talk to him.
I'll follow Noah.
To talk to the people that are right in front of you?
I mean, they were beckoning to us.
So we'll come back to the conversation there real quick. We're gonna go look at Jared. Jared, so you are searching. How much around the church are you gonna search?
At least around the whole back, and I want to kind of avoid any of the... Well, I suppose most of these are stained glass windows, so I probably don't have to hide too much, but I don't want to make too much noise.
Okay. Roll me a stealth. What'd you get?
Trying to find stealth. Oh, move silently?
Yeah, sorry, move silently.
23.
Okay. And then roll me a search or spot. I'd say probably a search, but if you are more focused on being quiet, then a spot.
$22 on search.
Okay. On a 22, you go around the church, and you do indeed find 2 holes near the church. One on both sides, for the most part. They're not exactly like in the middle of both sides. They're just on both sides.
And they seem just like the one I found earlier?
Yes.
Is there any signs of digging like a bulge that leads into the church?
It's hard to tell. Most of these tunnels, once you go a bit of a ways in, they don't really seem to have a clear path. They branch off. So it's as if they're an interconnected weave based on your assumption. Potentially these are semi-sentient and they know that they need to do this to hide their tracks, or they're not necessarily semi-sentient, but they're just following a kind of protocol to make sure that each hole is more or less accessible from each other hole.
And both of these holes don't seem like they're anywhere that's easy to get inside the church from?
No. You would assume that if any of the holes, or if the tunnelways went into the church, or maybe the mayor's house, or maybe random small house number 3, it probably goes directly into the building, so that there's nothing technically linking it to the building.
Okay.
As far as how many of these buildings have basements, you don't know. You don't even know the one that you've been in, being the bar, if it has a basement, because you've only really been in the main room. You might have gone upstairs, but there is like a back room and so forth.
Okay, then I'm gonna head back and look for the group, or probably head to the inn if I don't see them outside.
Okay, so you head back to the group then. Once you get back to the group, you see that there is the 4 of them talking over there. And Lamb, what is your character doing at this point?
Yes? I don't really fucking know.
I mean, they're clearly setting up some sort of plan or talking about doing something that you might be getting voted into just doing if you don't partake. As in, like, they might give you the bitch job if you don't say you don't want to do the bitch job, as an example. So you go over just to listen in and add anything if you need to add anything?
Yeah, at least.
Okay. Then you see those 5 standing over there talking. And where did oh yeah. Is he back yet? Kelb, are you back yet? Nope, he's still in the bathroom. So, in that case, we're gonna swap over to Demois. Demois, you and the mayor walk over to the human first trader.
Hello there, sir. I was wondering if I could use your assistance.
With what?
See, there's been these. We're not sure what yet, but there's been these thieves, and they seem to like to go into holes, and I was wondering if I could, all possible, borrow some traps from you.
So, pausing real quick, you know that the whole town knows of the thieves.
Okay, sorry.
They might not know of the holes part of it, but they do know of the thieves.
Okay. It seems these thieves that have been going throughout your town have a way, an escape route of some sorts, and there's at least a few holes throughout the town for them to navigate through, and I was wondering if I could use some of your traps to try and snare these thieves.
He looks at the mayor. Mayor looks at him and goes, yeah, cut him a deal. Alright. Well, I could spare 15 of these traps. But here's the catch. I'm going to give you 15 snares. If one of them breaks, you pay for that one. If 2 of them breaks, you pay for that 2. If all of them break, you're paying for all of them. So what I'm getting at is, don't break my traps.
I will do my very best not to, but if I do, I will gladly pay you for anything that does break.
Excellent. He grabs some traps. And you said 15, right?
Yeah, 15.
He gives you 15 snares.
Okay. I will take the 15 snares. Thank you kindly for your assistance, and I will hopefully have this resolved here shortly.
And then do you walk back to the group?
Yeah, I will walk back to Tucson at least because he is the trap person.
Okay, so as you walk back to the group, you do hear behind you the mayor telling the fur trader, how exciting! We're gonna catch us mole people!
I just told him it wasn't mole people.
The mayor is pretty old. You're not sure if he's the mayor because he needs to be a mayor, like the town needs a mayor, or if he's a mayor because he was one of the first people here and no one has the soul, or no one has the heart to tell the old man, like, we don't need you anymore, even though he's clearly crazy.
Okay, after hearing that, I'll kind of just shake my head.
I like it.
Well, then, as you guys are heading back, before you get back, though, I'll let you know when you do. We'll put you there for now. Before you walk up as well, Jared, the conversation going on over here with Tucson and Avina, with Hilda and Chance. Hilda looks at those guys and goes, well, while he's over there talking about traps, I'm going to make up a plan as to routes to walk for all of us. And the mayor is probably just going to walk around because that's just what he does. But Sean's here is going to keep lookout in the middle of town. I will be walking around the entirety of the town. But we'll give each of you a designated spot to kind of wander and keep an eye on. Does that work for both of you? She takes notice of Perthros walking over. And of you?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.